Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, your first annual Centennial High School Hall of Fame.
The memorable events that took place here were amazing. We had a fabulous staff of teachers and coaches and support staff people who were all on the same page with making this a wonderful place for high school students to attend. Our community was in full support of what we were doing and what our plans were and what our future was for Centennial. And it was just a great place to open in this little spot in the desert. There was nothing around us, and we opened with 1,700 students.
Since its opening in 1999, Centennial High School has a very rich athletic history. Carol Levitt, Gary Velasquez, Trent Day believe strongly that our athletic programs help student athletes to succeed in the classroom, and that participation in athletics helps to develop leadership skills and gain self-confidence. Centennial's first state championship was in women's cross country in the year 2000. That's only the school's second year in existence. Within the first 5 years, it won an amazing 10 state championships, highlighted by not only our 2001 team, but 4 state championships in a row by our women's basketball team. Our first inductee graduated in 2004, a member of the basketball team, cross country, soccer, and track and field.
When people ask who's the best athlete to come out of here, who knows? There's been so many great ones that have gone through, but certainly nobody's going to surpass those 12 varsity letters. A throwback to another era where people don't play multiple sports. But when she showed up in 2000, fall 2000, we went from, I remember looking at Coach Richardson and said, "You're really good now." Because she was just dynamite. She ended up being a state runner-up individually for the team that won state that year.
My name is Megan Matthews, and I graduated in 2004. The most memorable thing about Centennial High School for me is just the relationships that I built there with coaches and teammates, and I love being here tonight to relive that and be able to see everybody. Why not see me? I just want to say real quick that it's such an honor to be here tonight with all of you and to just be remembered and honored this way. And high school is awesome for me, and it's also because of all of you. And Coach Weitz might still be a little bit mad ditching me for the soccer team. Sorry. But I'm so happy to have been able to learn from her and her basketball team. It was nice to know that even after all these years that they were still thinking about me and thought that what I had accomplished was something special.
Our next inductee graduated in 2002, member of the cross country team, soccer, track and field.
Allie Carney. So Allie, I can go on for 20 minutes talking about all the records she held. She held every distance record in track and field from the 800 up to the highest distance, 3 of the relays. Those records, when she graduated, those records lasted for over 10 years. Still, she's in the top 4 or 5.
My name is Allie Carney, and I graduated in 2002. For me, the most memorable thing about attending Centennial was meeting the amazing people that I did. I started at Valley High School for 9th and 10th grade and then transferred up here for my junior and senior year, and just the quality of people and the friendships that I made were incredible. Plus, the outstanding view overlooking the city was bar none.
Allison did, she showed up her junior year here, and nobody by 20 years had more of an impact on me or any of the teams I coached in Allison. She gave our program a 180 direction turn.
When I found out that I was nominated for Centennial Hall of Fame, I was so thrilled, just so happy. My high school coach wrote me an email letting me know that this was happening, and I was shocked. I kind of had to process it a little bit, but I was thrilled and just completely honored, especially learning that this was the first year that it was taking place. So to be part of the inaugural class is very special.
One
One thing I wanted to share tonight was a quote from one of the all-time greatest distance runners, but it's a quote that we used a lot on the team, and that was Steve Prefontaine, who said, "To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift." And I think that everyone that's being nominated here tonight understands that. You understand what it's like to give everything you have, to study your opponents on and off the field, to eat, drink, and breathe your sport. You know, it's one thing to have natural talent, but that's not going to get you to the top. You have to be able to give it everything.
Our next inductee graduated in 2007. That was right. She'll be presented by Coach Weitz.
She's by far the most highly decorated women's basketball player that has attended Centennial High School. She went on to go to North Carolina, where she continued to get accolades as an ACC All-Tournament Team selection. In 2011, she was drafted to the WNBA as a member of the Tulsa Shock. It is truly an honor to have coached her, and more of an honor to have this opportunity to present to you the first individual player from our program to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, Italy.
Italy Lucas, class of 2007. One of the most memorable things about being at Centennial, I would say Coach Weitz and the basketball team and her installing all the discipline and the rules in us.
Like I'm going to say tonight, she's basically the most decorated player in Southern Nevada and Northern Nevada, as well as an individual in girls high school basketball.
I've never been a woman of many words, so it's kind of overwhelming for me. This is just incredible honor, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to my family. Thank you for all the support and love and the continuous praises. And I know I travel a lot, so you guys' support means everything to me, so I appreciate it.
Our next inductee, who will be presented by Coach Cerrone, played baseball and tennis.
He led our program to 3 division titles, 2 region titles, 1 region runner-up title, 2 state tournament appearances, 1 state runner-up. From here, he went on to CSN, where he led the Coyotes to the Junior College World Series title game, and he was an all-conference player there. And then he went on to the University of Georgia, as you saw, and he led them to the College World Series title game. He then went on to the Colorado Rockies organization. He was a great teammate, great student, great leader. What I'd like to say last about him is when the moment was the biggest and most important was when he was at his best. And that's really saying something. That's saying something to his family as well, because I know he comes from a great family. So without further ado, Bryce Masanori.
My name is Bryce Masanori. I was class of 2004. Being nominated to the Hall of Fame was, it's a huge honor. The school's been around for, 17 years now. So to be in the first class was, when I heard it, was very special, and I'm just really appreciative of, everyone that had a part of this, and just happy that, some of my hard work I put into baseball, came to fruition. There wasn't anything in college or pro baseball that I wasn't prepared for coming from out of high school. I want to say thank you to my family. Come from a wonderful family. My mom, my dad, but my mom, I remember me having 3 different jerseys: baseball, football, basketball jersey, and going to 3 different games on a Saturday. Just what it took for her to have 5 kids and do that, for all of us. So what an amazing woman she is, and wouldn't have been able to do anything without her. Congratulations to everybody else that was inducted as well.
Next up, also introduced by Coach Cerrone, graduated in 2006, baseball player, basketball, and football.
Jared, I was fortunate enough to coach him in football and in baseball. I only got to watch him play basketball. All his teammates in all 3 sports looked to him. The The game was on the line at the end of the fourth quarter. They wanted the ball in his hands. In the basketball game, they wanted the ball in his hands. In the 6th, 7th inning, I want the bat in his hands. He's a born winner, a leader, a successful young man. He's a great down to himself now. Jared Noah.
My name is Jared Noah, and I graduated in 2006. Being nominated to the Hall of Fame for Centennial, especially it being the first year, it felt felt really good. It was a privilege, excited to be a part of this, because Centennial, your high school is always a part of who you are, and so to be remembered this way, it feels honored. The most memorable thing about coming here to Centennial are the relationships that you gain from playing sports, from attending school here. It's a great school to come to, and I really feel privileged to rub shoulders with some of the people, especially the coaches that helped me through high school.
Playing football, basketball, baseball, team sports, you learn dedication, you learn commitment, you learn to rely on each other. And those qualities I was able to take over into my family with my 3 kids and my wife today. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the lessons that I learned from my coaches and my parents. So thank you, everyone.
Next up, softball player, graduated in 2004, will be presented by our coach, Mike Laveri.
Just to speak a little bit about that state championship run, we went up to Carson City and we were probably considered the favorite. Big target on our back, and Shannon leading us the way. Shannon, her record that season at the end of the day was 30 wins and 4 losses. She did not lose to any team from Southern Nevada. She only lost to 1 team from Nevada, and that happened to be at state. 30-4 is quite amazing. And Shannon pitched every inning of the state tournament. Every inning. She pitched 34 total innings. And she pitched 3 games on that final day. Not only did she pitch well, she also hit 4 home runs on that final day. 4. When people here in Las Vegas, they don't have much of a softball history, or memory, I should say, because, you know, pitchers come and they go, and pitchers come and they say, oh, you know, this girl, she's so good, and she does this, and she throws 70, and she does. I'm like, hold the phone. First of all, have you heard of Shannon Chris? And they go, well, no. I said, well, then let me teach you something. Shannon Chris was the best pitcher to ever come out of Nevada, next to Brianna McGowan, okay, and darn best pitcher ever in Southern Nevada, without a doubt. So learn your history first, because Shannon laid it down. Without further ado, one of the best people I ever have known. She is real. When I say a real person, Shannon is just Shannon. Shannon is one of the most real and humble persons that I know. I love her. Shannon Chris.
My name is Shannon Chris, and I was class 2004. The most memorable thing about attending Centennial was winning state my senior year on the softball team. Centennial High School was amazing. I loved playing. I played in front of a bunch of girls that we played for each other. We had each other's back. Kind of nervous. My parents, thank you for everything you did. The sacrifice, traveling to California every weekend to play travel ball. Wanted me to play for the best. Being nominated for the Hall of Fame at Centennial was amazing. I feel really blessed. My family is a huge part of this, and I'm just excited.
Our next inductee is not an athlete at the school, but helped pick up all the coaches that turned you into athletes. She was the first principal of the school. Never heard a bad word about her, not one.
The wins weren't what she ever talked about with us. She figured if we had a little bit of talent and we did the things the right way, the wins would come. What she wanted from us was to prepare our student athletes and our students in the classroom for what came next after high school. And I'll finish with this about Carol. There's people you argue with for Hall of Fame, you know, do they have the stats, do they not have the stats? Then there's people you know have the stats. Then there's that next level of people. Where you hear their name and you don't think about their stats, even though they have them. Peyton Manning, Leonard Jordan, Pat Summitt, Derek Jeter. Carol's that type of person, and I'd like to present Carol Levitt to come up here for her Hall of Fame award.
My name is Carol Levitt, and I opened the school as the first principal in 1999. Being inducted into the High School Hall of Fame at Centennial is a real honor. It's kind of the cutting edge. There are not many high schools that have started the Hall of Fame program, and I think it's a fabulous thing to do to bring back students and staff members who contributed so much to the school, to the activities, to the athletics. Walking back in here tonight was just like I'd never left. It looks the same. It was fun to see the people and recognize them. That was a biggie, to recognize former staff members that I worked with very closely.
I just have to tell you, I'm not an athlete. I never was, and I never will be. But I like to surround myself with athletes because I feel like they are really solid people that know what they're doing and know where they're going. I'd like to thank Mr. Day and his staff for putting Centennial on the cutting edge again by putting in place this Hall of Fame program. There are not many high schools in Las Vegas that have done that, and I think it's a great thing for high schools. It's a great thing to come back and remember and get together and say, those were the days, my friends.
I would just like to emphasize the importance of the athletic programs in the school and what it does for the school itself and what it does for the athletes. It teaches them to be self-confident and to follow rules and to do their best and to always put their best foot forward and to work as a group. And regardless of who's in the group, make it a team effort. There's no I in team. And all of these kids emphasize that when they participated in sports here.
Our next inductee is several inductees. It's a group. My personal first experience with them, I was a coach up in Northern Nevada. I'm no longer there. I was sent down here to film Centennial. And I remember calling up Coach Campbell up at Reno High and saying, I don't know. I got nothing, they just go. They don't stop. They come at you from all angles. Before there was 9 of them. Rings, that is. Coach, could you show your ring? What? Before there were 9 of these.
This is number 8, sorry, it matched my jewelry.
My name's Karen Weitz. My team is the 2002 Centennial girls basketball team, and my individual is Italy Lucas today. I think the most memorable thing was that it had been, there hadn't been a state championship won in Southern Nevada for large schools since 1980, so the fact that we won it after 22 years was totally huge, and the fact that it was a double overtime game and we won it up in Reno, it was just phenomenal. You can only imagine what the feeling was like.
I've been coaching with the Standards since 1992, maybe, 93. She's very good. She knows how to handle me. She knows what to tell me and what not to tell me, or when to tell me and when not to tell me. That's very, very good. But she's also not afraid to say things to me that need to be said and discussed. But I wouldn't be standing here today. You wouldn't have this award that you have today. This school wouldn't be where it is today with the accomplishments that we have without her and my sister. football in Southern Nevada when I first started coaching with Coach Adams was garbage. When I mean garbage, I mean garbage. Nobody from the North respected anything about what we do, and I wouldn't either, because every time we went to the state tournament, they blew us out by 30 and 40 points. It was absolutely ridiculous. So what these ladies did, by not only having an undefeated season, they ended a drought, like it says in the program. We hadn't won a state championship in a large school here since 1980. 1980. So that was actually 22 years later when they did that, so you can imagine that feeling.
Well, I'm really proud of the girls. I'm happy that they're all here tonight and being inducted. I think as a team, it's very hard to get inducted.
People ask me all the time, this year when we win, is this the best team you've ever had? Is that the best team you've ever had? I can never really say who my best team really was, but I can tell you that there's something very, very special in you guys. Very courageous, very I don't know, they didn't care about anything. Nothing scared them, nothing intimidated them. It only rose them up to make them even stronger. And you've become those types of women when I see you now, and I just love it. It's the great experience. I can't tell you how much. I'm just very proud that we got this team in, because we really nailed it with this team. And just the fact that, like I said, they may have been 34-0, but they had a hell of a hard road to get there and do that. And just you guys accomplishing that makes me very, very proud.
We were a young team. We had a lot of potential, but honestly, one of the only reasons we won was because of our coaches.
My name's Darcy Sandoval-Seaver, and I was class of 2002.
And next to my amazing parents who were at every single game, there's one person in my life who has shaped me and influenced me and made me the person that I am today. That's Coach Weitz. I just want to thank you guys, and you've made me the strong woman I am today. I love you guys.
My most memorable thing was definitely winning state. My senior year, we went 34-0. It was the best experience of my life. To this day, it's actually one of the top experiences, so it was really special.
I can't even tell you how touched I was by the opportunity, because it's very rare in life that you get to thank the people that took a huge, significant role in your life.
It takes a village to raise a child, and I can definitely say that this community, even from the beginning, started with Ms. Levitt. It's the culture, it's the atmosphere, it's more than family here.